Hello everyone, welcome back to Good Morning Sri Lanka. Right now we're speaking to Isra Silva about Sarvodaya fusion as well as how smartphones have been affecting the lives of our rural villagers. So Isra, could you tell us a little bit about smartphones? And the thing is, okay, on a recent visit out of Colombo, last year actually, I went to see dolphins. A personal experience story, and when we did, instead of going all together, there were several boats. Everybody split up in different boats, and they went in completely different directions, and kept in touch using the phone, and converged on the dolphins all at the same time. When one person found the dolphins, and they called everybody else, it was like a small network, and then came back. So it's influencing that industry in that way. Have you come across anything like that with Sarvodaya Fusion and your introduction of phones to the villagers?
Sure. Right now, because of introduction of smartphones, we do workshops on social media and blogging. So, you know, in rural communities, people want to contribute to the internet rather than consume it. That's the wonderful thing I've learned. They want to contribute and learn. One of the challenges they put on us is that they would say that, yeah, we know smartphones are very powerful, we would be on it, on the internet. If you make sure that once I put a request, there would be someone who would be responding. Like for example, these people like small and medium entrepreneurs are very time intensive. So the time that they put aside would be costing their income. So that was the challenge put forward. So we thought of like, you know, trying what is already available there, like, you know, social media, and to do something about it. So in this particular incident in Kurunagala, the village is Alegoda, the enterprise promotion officer went around the village and tried to photograph what is in the village without any plan at all, just to get things online. So we saw it on his Facebook profile, and we guided him to have a Facebook page. So then he put some stuff like, you know, coir products that was made in the village. So we thought of like sharing within our networks in Colombo and, you know, our friends and all that. One fine day, the tipping point comes, a conglomerate in Sri Lanka, export manager picks it up, and he calls directly to that village because the number was on a comment. So right now, that village is receiving 1.5 million rupees of worth of order each month. So imagine a simple thing like, you know, we take for granted, like, you know, sharing a picture on Facebook can, you know, lead to something very phenomenal. I mean, imagine the impact it could have on one community, and we like to, like, you know, share this story and inspire other communities to come up with their own stuff, like, you know, handicrafts, whatever, so that they can have, like, you know, more income. When people have more income, there is more time to think and more time to be creative. Right now, people are more about, you know, getting bread and butter on board. So that is the vision we have: a connected community, a smart village.
I see. In relation to this story, I believe we have a small video about it as well. Let's take a look.
Coir, the fiber in coconuts, is used in rope, brushes, mats, rugs, upholstery, and in horticulture. 30% of the world's coir is from Sri Lanka. While the raw material can provide a basic income to rural communities, this income can be greatly increased by manufacturing coir products close to home.
Today we are in Alegoda village, which is located in northwestern province of Sri Lanka, which has large amount of coconut trees. You can see the people behind me is making coir brushes like this, and they are producing these at the small scale. Initially they had a problem in making these coir brushes at a large scale, and how to make the linkage between the good market, potential market, which can export to other countries as well.
Yeah, so I mean, even though this company is getting for Sri Lanka, but it's possible that they might be looking into exporting these products as well.
Actually, it's for exports.
It is for
Yeah, they are exporting.
Exactly.
And that's a large amount of orders. 1.5 million, that's enough to employ like
exactly
10, 20 people in that village.
The units are 1 million. And now, the interesting part is that there is one lady, it will be on the video, because that lady is the aggregator. Right. You know, some people will be producing like 10,000 units, which will be not attractive to that company. But she aggregates all the smallholders, and she makes sure that the quality is within that company's, requirements. So that is the beautiful story. Now, what Fusion did was to blend the ICT, but behind the scene, there is about a decade of investment from Sarvodaya and seeds on mobilizing and incubating these businesses. So it was like a tipping point that came in with the technology, because technology cannot do everything, but technology changes everything. So in this case, the business model for them was like the one unit, one coir brush is now 1.5 rupees worth. Before that, it was 75 cents.
Okay, wow.
So that's the wonderful, impact it had.
Quite an impact.
Yeah, and even the the previous buyer is now willing to take it at 1.5 rupees.
The quality is that.
Exactly. More opportunities and more access.
Yes, of course. There's a second part to this video as well, so let's take a look at that.
In Sri Lanka is Sarvodaya. We've been working with them for many, many years around the areas of disaster preparedness, and now with Fusion as well in their introducing of information technologies and computer services.
The communities took into the technology better than we anticipated. There were three things that they wanted. One is education. Two is to enable the small and medium entrepreneurs. Three is to digitize the information about their communities, because they wanted to contribute to the internet rather than become mere consumers of it.
In our Smart Village project, we are getting about 25 Google Nexus 1 phones from Tag ID, and there is one story about that.
අතරම සර්වද ෆියුෂන් එක ටැග් ID එකත් එක්ක දාලා ස්මාර්ට් විලේජ් ව්‍යාපෘතිය යටතේ අපිට Google Fonts දීලා තියෙනවා. මම ඒ වෙලාවෙමදී ප්‍රියන්ත මහත්තයා අපිට දුන්න සාම්පල්ස් කීපයක ෆොටෝස් එකක් අරගෙන ඉන්ටර්නෙට් එකට අප්ලෝඩ් කරා. Facebook අනිත් සෝෂල් මීඩියා නෙට්වර්ක් වලට මම සම්බන්ධ කරා. ඒ හරහා මේක ගිහිලා අවසානයේ හෙලිස් ආයතනයේ මේක ඉතින් අපිට රික්වෙස්ට් කරා අපිට මේක ගන්න පුළුවන් කරන්න පුළුවන් කියන එක.
Then they saw these products, these fine products, and they agreed to buy about 1 million pieces of these coir brushes per month.
මහවෙල කියන ගම්මානෙට ලීඩර් කෙනෙක් හැටියට ඒජන්ට් කෙනෙක් හැටියට මම පත් කරගෙන තියෙනවා. ඊට මගේ යටතේ 35 දිනක් විතර වැඩ කරනවා. ඊට අමතරව මේ සුළු ප්‍රමාණයෙන් ආයතන 4-5 දැනට පටන් ගන්නවා.
කලින් ගොවිතැන් කරේ ඊට පස්සේ මට එනවා මගේම කියලා ව්‍යාපාරයක් කරගෙන යන්න ඕනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ දුප්පත් ඉන්න ජනතාවට සේවයක් කරගෙන මමත් යම්කිසි දෙයක් කරගෙන යන්න ඕනේ කියලා හිතුණා.
Now we have a good success story in Kurunegala. In future, we want more connection within the communities, not only young, but also elders as well. To this end, we need applications developed in local languages so that people can connect to it and better utilize the resource. So that is the vision that we have for this project right now.